Alright, let's talk about the problem I'm having with the Ceragem C GM M3500. You notice here that I've got this plug where it says the 9-ball projector is broken off. And number two problem is that I've got a problem with my the lights. They don't come on at all. I want to just show you pictures of people that don't know how it is. So that's what we'll be doing, okay? You can see here it's broken off, okay? Let's continue. This is the inside of the Ceragem bed. I took out the cover, and this is Velcro, and the screw here, I took it out, and some tapes that were here. And then you'll be able to see this, the circuit board, the PC board that's inside. To the ground, and to remove this board, you have to pinch this here and pop it out, and the other side is broken here off, so that way you can pull it out. At least you'll be able to get to the fuse, that fuse and this fuse here, the 10 amp fuse, and I believe the 3.5 or 315 fuse here. Okay, you can look at the board, make sure some of these are puff up, burned out, and you can see 3 transistors in there. This is just to let you know what's inside, okay? Because I couldn't find nothing in here. Okay, let's go to the next picture. This is the other side. This is where you turn on the power. This is right here. There's a fuse. I think it's 2.5 amp fuse, and that fuse is just for your power to the bed. If nothing lights up, nothing works, that's the fuse. Just pop it up with a screwdriver, okay? And this is the AC power that you plug in. This cable here is just to connect the other part of the bed, okay? The leg part of the bed. This is for the backing, okay? As you can see, we're unset there, and we're going to take it apart totally. There it is, the power. It's right here. The white wire goes connected to the outermost. Then you got the hot wire, next connected here, in case you forget where it goes. And the neutral wire goes here. And I believe this is some sort of varistor or something, in case there's lightning or something. And this is the switch, or the back of the switch. Okay. To remove this, you gotta remove it out of here. Clip it up, click. Pop this out, pop that out, and pop that out too. And the whole thing will come out. These things break so easily. See how they break? So it breaks easily. This is another shot showing this 3 screws here, and there's 3 on the other side, and it's under the foam. You have to remove these 3 screws so that you can see the roller and the heating element there. Okay. As you can see, this one goes. This is where your head goes in. And your feet goes way the other side. This is your back here. And what happened is you have to, this is on top of it. You notice? On top, and this under it. Okay? That's something you got to know when you put it back together. Now it's removed, the foam is removed, and you can see the heating element here. The jades. There are about 9 lights in here. We'll talk about more. This is just the top view. People that don't have it. On the end of it is, you'll see, on the end right here, and on the other end, these rollers, when they come out, they click this. They click the switch. There's a switch here. Okay, we'll show you more switches. And notice the dirt. Some of the foam is falling off and going all over the place. You got to clean all that up. Okay. Here's some cables going through it to the end of this switch here. When the roller goes back and forth, this roller here comes in and hits this here. Okay, we'll continue. So a better picture showing you the chain. This is the cable that holds the chain, and we'll show you. And over here it goes around like a pulley, and it goes around to the chain. Show you more later. This is the 9 lights. There's 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 and 9. These are light. And you'll see later a sensor right here that goes to the computer. Okay, there it is. Another view of it. Notice a cable here. If you want to remove this, you got to remove this screw here, and then 2 more on the other side. Then when you lift it up, be careful. Then disconnect the cable here, and everything will come out there. Okay. Here's the sensor. You can see the sensor right there. See it? A little more clear. I got a bunch of pictures. The pictures I took are lousy with the Samsung tablet. Lousy picture. So excuse for that. Okay. There goes the year 2004. Top view. Yeah. See? Here's the chain. Notice the cable and the chain, how they connect here. The cable and then the chain again. Let's go for the next one. You be careful also with this. Make sure that here doesn't get damaged. Roll, you know, if you don't put it right, the cables might get pinched when you set this back, which will show you how to disconnect this out of here. So you can see the motor and transformer and everything's under here. Here's the part that I told you was broken, right here. See, these screws, these nut, this adapters here, the screws break, they're brittle. They break so easily. This one broke off and the other ones are on their way. So you gotta be careful. I have to order some of those. Here's a picture of the screw you gotta remove here and here to work on it. You notice everything's all removed out of there. Now, I removed the 4 screws from here, 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 and here. You can see them here on the floor. And then you gotta disconnect this here. And that way you can see all the lamps. You got like lamp number 1, lamp number 2, lamp number 3, lamp number 4, lamp number 5, 6, 7, lamp number 8, and number 9. Those are the lamps. And these 2 here are for your sensor. Remember that I told you about that sensor? We were talking about that sensor. And here we'll show you more about the sensor. Okay, and this plugs in here. Remember I told you to disconnect that. Okay, you can see underneath. Okay, this board here pops out the same way as before, like I told you, by squeezing that in, and another one on the other end. Another right there. See it? You squeeze that in, and that pops out. The board pops out. Be very careful because it's very easily to break. Here are the lamps. The lamps, you take this out, and the lamp comes out. Don't ever touch the lamp with your fingers, because the oil from your finger will burn out the light. It won't last long, okay? And you notice that these are rubber here and rubber here, and those are to lean against this when this flex back and forth. It rocks back and forth. That stops it. So it won't hit metal or anything like that. So make sure those are there. Continue. Here's the sensor. See it right here? Bang, and comes around, and it goes under the board, and you'll see the trace later. Don't ever put oil here because they'll go right into the light. Here's another shot of the sensor. Okay. Another shot. Different angles so that you can see. Here's another angle, in case you want to see that angle. Hey, when I went to YouTube, I didn't see all these angles out, so I figured I'd put them for you guys. There you go. Here's I put a meter. There's a 1.5 ohm across like lamp number 1, just resistant without disconnecting the cable. So the next picture, what I did was I disconnected lamp number 1 and just touched here, and it gave me 4.8 ohms. But what I should have done was touch the lamp to see the resistance of the lamp. But why do this when you could have just turned on the power, and if it all lights, it lights, and you can see what lamp is bad. So here's 34.3 ohms right across the sensor that I told you about. That's between the lights from here to here. That's how much it is. Sensor is bad, then you know you get this reading will be open or something. Okay. Here's the sensor right here. Remember I told you? Okay. We'll keep going. Here's the PC board. I popped it out from here. I squeezed these right here, and it comes out. And you can see traces going on the bottom. Each light connected, like these two are connected, and then these two are connected, and then these two are connected, and on and on, okay? You see the traces a little better there. Sorry about the camera. That's a little bit big traces. See how big? See what I told you, how they connect from here to here? And then this one from here to here. And this is one lamp. Follow the wires. That leads to one lamp, which goes in here, here, and everywhere, like these sensors. Another angle. Okay. There we go. I'm showing you the cable that we got. That goes under these heating elements, and we'll follow it to see where it goes to. Okay. There goes the cable. Cable crosses around on the other side. Be careful, sometimes they get damaged. So you gotta test it with a continuity meter. You can test it, okay? The cable goes around, see the roller? And it comes down here, and it goes into the PC board. Here's the other switch by where your back will be at. Your back will be here, and when the roller comes in, it clicks that. This is a normally open switch. I'll show you. There's another sensor here which I didn't know what it was for, so I couldn't make up what it was for. So here's the chain, how it links to the cable. Again, lousy shot, but it links. And here's the roller underneath the bottom. This goes around, and it connects to the chain on one side and the other one. Very important about this here, to push it back, you loosen this out and the other one evenly, and then you tighten or loosen the other side to either stretch the chain or tighten the chain or loosen the chain, but you got to do it evenly, so this could be parallel. Be careful. Here's the device, the roller's down here, that pulley, like that round wheel, and these are the nuts. You loosen these two out, and you tighten it. What you tighten here, you tighten here. So be careful, because this could get stripped. Here's the normally open, normally closed, and the common. All that goes to the computer. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There's the other side. See the foam in the background? Here's the transformer. Here, let me talk about this. This is your filter. It's a filter for the power comes in. It filters it. Goes to the transformer. Transformer, I had to pull these wires out of here. This is your hot, okay? For a transformer, these two. The primary side, the secondary side. The secondary side, I got two red, I think two yellow, and two brown ones. I mean, two blue ones. Duh. Okay, and you can see the motor here. I want to take another shot going to the left. Okay, let's keep going. Here's your motor. Something weird about this motor is that it's a 24 volt DC motor, but this cables here connect to 12 volts. I'll show you the voltage later. This thing pops out. It just pops out very easily by hand, finger. So be careful. Don't lose that. That's what the other metal piece that was here connects. So be careful. Don't lose this. These are for the heating element, the wires that go out onto these, okay? We'll watch it. Let's take out another picture for the chain. There goes the chain. The motor's over there, and here's the ball bearings. I did lubricate here and here. I lubricated so the chain will be more flexible and doesn't get cut off or anything like that. But be careful when you lubricate here, because you got the board here. You don't want too much. Don't overdo it, okay? And this is where your transformer secondary comes out through here and comes out and goes in here. Okay? You can see that. You got 24 volts, 5.5 amps, and 12 volts, it says there. 12 volts, I think 1.5 amp. ground. And you got a lot of sensors going in, plugged in. It tells you clearly what it is, so it's very easy. Not that complicated. As you can see here. See where the motor plugs in here? It says motor, boom, and then that goes to the motor. One transistor, two, I think it's Q10, Q9, Q8, Q7 right here. I think this Q6 or something like that. So, and there's a board that's vertical right here, a little board. And these three here are for your projector and heating element. So this is for the 3, and this is for the 9 projector, and one is for the remote control. That's another view of the board. There's a big chip there, and another chip here, and another one here. These are bridge rectifier here, and a big one here with a heat sink. Okay. Heating element goes there. Just make sure you plug everything back in there. I'll color code it so you can see easily what goes where. Okay. I want to remove these wires a little so you can see this area a little better. Check out your caps, make sure they're not burned. These are your filter capacitor with the bridge rectifier and your capacitors. And another one I think is for the 24 volts and one is for the 12 volts. These are the fuse. Right here is a 10 amp fuse. If this fuse is bad, no light will come out. That is the lights for the rollers out there, okay? And including the light for this and the light for this. There will be no power for the lights, just the light. This one here is for the motor. For the motor, the motor doesn't go, but the light comes on because this fuse is good. And if this is bad, then what happens is that you will not get no motor power, no function will happen. But here it's just light, 10 amp fuse. I think I got it from Radio Shack for $3.80, 5 of them. So you know, that's what I did. I replaced that fuse and the light worked. I had power here, and out there, everything worked afterward. Let's continue. Another shot. A little closer. Resistors, coils, and a bunch of caps here, okay? Make sure they're not pop, burn, or look out. The fuse I replaced. These are the bridge rectifiers. You can see that the positive, it's got a little angle right here. It says it's positive and this is negative. This is the AC. Same here, another one here. Positive, negative, and AC. But you can't see very well, so you know. Sorry about that. Here showing you the other connections here for the heating elements. Okay. Remote control, says there, remote. Okay. You notice that's a better shot for the transistors, power transistor. You can measure the voltages here, okay? Included for the bridge rectifier, you can measure the voltage, see if you're getting 12 volts and 24 volts. There you go. This is for the internal lamp, and it goes there and it goes that way. Remember where the roller's at? That one goes there. And then these is for the 3-ball projector, and this is for the 9-ball projector. It doesn't say 9-ball there, but that's what that is for. After picture, see, to heat control, AC in, be careful, there's 120 volts here. This is the corner, okay? Motor's that side. See, by these coils you can see everything with what. The motor plugs in here to heat control, okay? And the AC in to heaters. Everything is identified. If you unplug something, you know what's going on. If you unplug this AC in, you know that you're not getting a power, so you make sure there's no cable damage or something. So this goes through your secondary transformer. 24 volts, 5.5 amps, 12 volts. I think it's 1.5 amp. Yeah, 1.5 amps. See it right there? 1.5 amps. Okay. These are the bridge rectifiers. This is the rectifier. I'm trying to show you a picture, clear picture here, but I couldn't. But you understand what's what. I unplugged it. The secondary that was plugged in from the transformer plugged into here. I unplugged it. You can see it, the pins. I got 40.2 ohms on the motor resistance. Okay. I got 167.2 on the coil for the heating elements, which I unplugged from here. This is just taken apart. Notice how it breaks here so easily? It crumbles. I feel like putting some washers there. Look at that. This is the underside of the bore. Always take a good look at it. Make sure, check every connections in here. Make sure there's not cold solder or anything like that, or burn or anything like that. So keep an eye on it, on the bore. It's a closer shot. You can see the traces. Make sure there's no broken trace, nothing cracked. Okay. It's a little clear. Wish I had a schematic for this. Somebody got a schematic? Send it to me, man. I pulled those wires out of there. They were stuck in there. Let's go into the primary. Okay. Let's connect it. This is the secondary. I told you, two red, two yellow, and two blue. Going out. Make sure you got 24 volts and 12 volts out of there. Okay. Goes into the board, like I said. So make sure nobody steps on these. Once you step on these, they could crack. Okay. That's why you only put your back in there. Don't make them. Let them sit down in there. Just you lay your back in there. Put your head that side over here and your back over here. Just a view. Switches I told you about. The contact. The cable from underneath here, it goes out, comes back, and goes that way. Okay. These are your projectors. The 9-volt projector and the 3-volt projector. Now they light up. Showing that now that I change the fuse, it works. There goes this little sensor with that works also by just replacing the 10 amp fuse.